Haven't done one of these in a while. I'm anti-AI. I'm totally anti-AI. I'm even anti-internet. I only use it for I only use the internet a couple times a day. I've been boycotting that. And I live a great life. In the sense my consciousness is calibrated appropriately to receive spiritual streams. And not just that, but to think clearly. I know the difference between dehumanization and just some technology that helps assist people. I am anti-AI. I think it's the worst thing for humanity. As I've said before, if you come across any of my stuff, that we're living in a time right now where certain people across the globe are being given a potential to access the spirit realm. This is being done because the AI is turning into a negative entity designed by people. We're helping it propagate its consciousness into a it's a consciousness that is beyond our biological living. As we see all the time, the collider is the atom smasher and all of these devices that are getting so close and basically are tampering with the super sensible realm. I mean, it's clear to me that any time now, the artificial intelligence will be able to break through into that realm, and it'll be able to handle it better than people could. These people that are designing this artificial intelligence technology are steeped in materialism. They're getting billion-dollar starting bonuses. And I'm not going to repeat myself in saying the whole construction of the AI model we have now is steeped in materialism, and it's by definition evil. It's steeped by people trying to race towards a payday and make the most advanced artificial, I'm just going to say entities. We're in a race with other countries. That's what it supposedly is, okay? So people like myself can do a certain thing, need to band together to show the proof of the soul. The proof of the soul is to show instantaneously, without any ritual, without any a person who's been initiated can instantly show the proof of the soul. And then after they do that, they have to find a collective of people that can explain why what they're showing is not a simulation. That's what I deal with. Something else, just a little 3-minute recap, because I haven't done these clips in a while. Something I was thinking about too as an artist, I've always enjoyed making electronic music. I was fascinated by Richard D. James and all that fast drill core stuff of the early 2000s, late 90s, which really hasn't been replicated because it was made by geniuses who were making their own machines, We're just now catching up to that. Now, with the AI threat, I'm growing weary of any electronic music. I mean, even something where you just alter the speed of the drums and program. I've seen heard and seen about these programs that you're putting in prompts and creating music. This is the end for artists until we wake up and toss artificial intelligence in the trash can. However, and then for that to be done, it would have to be a major move broadcast across the world with this proof of the soul that I talk about. But let's go back to musicians. What can musicians do to fight against AI now that people can type in prompts and they can make pop music? They can make simple pop music, because pop music already is basically robotic. It's super compressed. It's so formulaic. The formula is beyond stale. It's stagnant and dead. So I was thinking, what we should be doing and what electronic musicians should be doing is to loosen up on the programming and try to implement the human element into it more, like soloing. You can program, like say you're making just electronic music, you could program, I've been doing this for years, you can program a drum pattern, okay, maybe make it fast, you can make it faster than what humans can do. Then the rest of the layers should be played in real time. Like you should, even I'm a multi-instrumentalist, but anybody can bust out a couple chords on any instrument. I think or there's a good chance you can play about 5 or 6 instruments. Like I've never been able to figure out violin, but instead of choosing a preset, just go to your local pawn shop and get some keys, get like a clarinet, get a saxophone. Over a couple of years, you can save up and have a lot of instruments, and so that then you can sample yourself if you're doing sample-based electronic music, or do what I've been doing, just play the entire instrumental track over your experimental drums. And the reason why artists need to start doing this is because it would be such a pain in the ass to try to program, let's say, a 40-minute jazz jam song. I could even safely say we're probably 20 years away from artificial intelligence doing that. And even if it could do it, why would anybody want to program that? Well, then again, my worst fear is that people will just be able to think music. And they'll just think of what the most complex shit they can think of. They'll think it, and it'll be able to be prompted out that way. That's the total end of music, when people completely lose interest in the human element. So what you can do is, for example, I can buy a semi-weighted keyboard, okay, and then you touch the key, and the harder you touch it, the louder it gets, or fully weighted. That's acceptable. That's an acceptable type of artificial synthesis. Then the human plays the instrument that's weighted or semi-weighted. But if you start doing that all throughout your track, even on footwork tracks, okay, like you guys know what I'm talking about, footwork, play a solo over the programmed drums, or the programmed, even the bass can stay programmed. Or start making the little intricacies of the notes different. Like, if you want to use a loop, get a saxophone or something and make every note slightly different on the reed. Or if you're just doing repetitious stuff, so even if you're making like hip hop or rap music, make every little note slightly different, even if you're playing the same chord. Start implementing jazz techniques into your electronic music, and then you can beat AI in that sense and feel confident about your end product. I mean, most electronic music that's done traditionally, meaning like the bass starts, the bass stays the same. You might have a loop, a keyboard loop, it's the same loop, might change octaves. I mean, if you're a programmer where you're already programming like that, make it more human. Fight against AI. There's going to be no way it's going to sit down and program a 40-minute song with slight variations on almost every note. That'd be ridiculously tedious. So people like myself that are totally against AI, you should be fighting AI every step of your day. Don't, like my dad the other day, all of a sudden I get this long, elaborate text message saying that he was driving home. I sent him a video of a squirrel, and my cat's looking at the squirrel. I sent each other's cat videos. And I could tell that he was using an AI automated voice thing. And I asked him nicely, please don't send me anything that involves AI. I won't even accept gifts from anyone anymore, out of the fear that it might have been chosen by some sort of gift-assisted AI. And don't anybody let you say what my dad says. Well, when the printing press was invented, everybody thought that was crazy. No. This isn't an invention. AI is a overhaul of our brain, of our neural network. It's trying to mimic and then bypass our brains. That's not, a giant computer the size of a room from World War II era to a tiny little computer the size of my thumb. That's different. You can't compare.